Yes, hello everyone. I hope you're doing fine. Welcome again to another vlog of my series of Visit Kenya. I've done several episodes, several vlogs about places to visit, several counties. I wanted to do a wholesome package of all 47 counties where they are made, places where you can visit from one county to another. Remember, Kenya is a country with 47 counties. And each and every county has something unique to offer. So if you are someone who likes outdoor adventure, outdoor traveling, then this is your plug. I like places. I've been highlighting places where you can visit, so that you can enhance your experience here in Kenya. You don't have to struggle where to go and what you need to do. So this is your channel if you are a traveler, if you're in Kenya or you're outside Kenya. You'll get one or two places which you can visit, especially outdoor areas and areas which are budget friendly, and places which can help you regenerate your mind and also excel and also relax your brain before you go back to your routine activities. So I've done several counties, and I have a playlist in YouTube here. I'll share a link where you can know each and every places where you can visit. The last vlog I did was about Laikipia County with all traverse ranges, ranches, wildlife conservancies, taking nature, landscape, and wherever. You make sure you see that video and also video of other places. So today we are in the magical county of Narok. I'm sure this is the county with the majority of visitors from international visitors from all the places, due to one reason why Narok County is a popular destination for tourists and visitors, not only from around here in Kenya but international visitors. So I'll be highlighting those areas where you need to visit, and now the last place to visit will boggle your mind. It's the best and it's the nicest place. It has been listed in many tourist sites as the best place to visit, especially for international tourists. A place which must visit if you like wildlife, adventure, and wild animals, the big five. So today, as I've highlighted, I forgot to introduce myself. I am Mike, a vlogger from Kenya. I do different types of vlogs, but today I do different type of vlogs about travel, lifestyle, and everything. But also along this channel, because I do diverse vlog, I bring a series of places where you need to visit Kenya, and places where you need to visit in each and every county of Kenya. I've not exhausted all of them, but I'm doing one after the other. So today I am in a place, a county called Narok County. Narok County is a county that is towards the southwest of Nairobi, which is the capital. Just a few hours drive from Nairobi. The roads are smooth, the nature area is breathtaking, and this county is a very vast county. And it's majorly, the major inhabitants of this county are the Maasai people, the legendary Maasai people, with their culture and with their everything unique, their hospitality, their friendliness, and their nomadic lifestyle. So Narok County is majorly inhabited by the Maasai community. So the first place which you have to visit if you like outdoor is called outdoor activity and wild animals, called Mara Naboisho Conservancy. Mara Naboisho Conservancy is number one on my list. Remember, it's not in a particular order from the best or to the worst or whatever. I'm just highlighting it. Mara Naboisho Conservancy. This is a nature and wildlife area. It's a conservancy with options of a night drive and also walking. You can walk around there. You can hike. Your loved one and your family. You also got to opportunities to see the big five. The big five, remember when you say the big five, these are the biggest animals, the elephants, the lions, giraffes, the other one is called the buffaloes, and the rhinos. So So those are the big five, basically the cheetahs and the leopards there in the cat family. And you in this Maasai Mara Conservancy, you'll have an opportunity to see the big five minus the rhinos. The rhinos, from my understanding, are not available in this conservancy. Yeah, this conservancy is what is the eastern edge of the Maasai Mara National Reserve. Maasai Mara National Reserve, that is one of the area. It borders. Remember, Narok County, as I said, it has vast land, and mainly the majority of the land is occupied by conservancies and wild animals. And now Mara Nabushe Conservancy is one of the places which you have to visit. As I'm explaining, you will be seeing it from the pictorial illustration, how breathtaking the place is, how wonderful the place is for walks, for night drives, for animal viewing, etc., etc. So this is one of the places where you must visit when you're visiting Kenya, specifically when your eyes are set on this marvelous county called Narok County. So without further ado, I'll go straight to place number 2 where you need to visit wherever you are in Narok County. This is in Kenya. Yeah, and the place number 2 in Narok County is Narok Museum. If you're someone who likes artifacts, if you're someone who likes to know history about the local people, or how that place has been since time immemorial, they have a museum. And this museum is called, it offers a great experience about the Maasai culture, especially if you want to learn the Maasai culture. The Maasai people, remember, it's one of the tribes in Kenya, and they are people who live a nomadic lifestyle, and the majority of them, they are people who are very interesting, because they so in bounds, they never abandon their culture. So they dress in their Maasai regalia. Culturally, they have never fully accepted civilization. So that's one of the things that makes the Maasai people unique. So experiencing and learning about their culture is one thing which is very, very fascinating. So in this Narok Museum, you'll have great experience about the Maasai culture, traditions, their clothing style. The Maasai regalia is a shuka, which is very common in Kenya. It's like a cloth, a piece of cloth where you can tie yourself, and the Maasai regalia, where they have a machete, they have clubs, whatever, and they wear traditional shoes. They don't, majority of them, they go about their lifestyle in a traditional way. So in this Narok Museum, you'll learn one or two things about the Maasai culture, and it also bring their history. You also learn about their history, and it brings the local culture history reference on the. I beg your pardon. Yeah, it gives you about basically this museum is you learn more about the Maasai culture and their wildlife composition and their way of life. It gives you quite refreshing ideas about the Maasai culture. And one thing about this Narok Museum, one of the good things is its prices are affordable, and it's worth a stopover. So when you are visiting Narok County, going about your errands, it's one of the places there you might find interesting to visit, because the entry charges there are affordable, and it's a place where a stop by, so that you can see for yourself and learn more about one or two things. And there's a lot of interesting things you might encounter there in the museum. So it's a good thing when you're traveling, or you see things for yourself, not being told that you see, and you take some photos, and then you preserve your memories. So down the moment when you will say, I went to that place and I experienced that for myself. Yeah, so so that's all about the Narok Museum. You can make arrangements if you're a traveler or visit the place. So, and the third fascinating place in Narok County in my Visit Kenya series is a place called Mara Savannah Maasai Market. Mara Savannah Maasai Market. Yeah, as you can see from the pictorial illustration, this is a gift shop with very nice curio that will enhance your memories forever. Yeah, so this is the Maasai market where they say where you can basically buy the Maasai attires and the regalia, and a curio shop. A curio shop is like there are several curio shops in Kenya where they sell local items, like you can get a cloth made of a hat made of ornaments, bracelets, Kenyan bracelets, or even bracelets which are tailor-made with the flags of different countries. And maybe you can find bracelets where you can order one which can be written your name. There are carrier bags. There are also what clubs, traditional weapons, traditional utensils. So this is basically what is meant by a curio shop. And you can also get sculptures of wooden sculptures, and also sorts of sculptures. Especially since Kenya is a country which is endowed with a lot of wildlife, so you can find sculptures, wooden sculptures of giraffes, elephants, leopards, cheetahs, wildebeests, and also several species of birds. Yeah, which are carved very nicely, very smoothly, and they are painted very nicely. So yeah, it's a world trophy which you can, if you are a tourist, you can buy and keep in your house. It really makes the house to be appealing. The aesthetic value of the house improves by these nicely carved and sculptured animals. Yeah, either using substance or using wood. These are some of the things which can be found in Mara Savannah Market. Yeah, and so many other things: bracelets, necklaces, earrings, African style, African regalia. Yeah, in those curio shops you can find very nice t-shirts written about "Welcome to Kenya, Kenya Kuna Matata, Jambo," with an elephant drawn on it. You can find a hat, cowboy hat, with a very nice calligraphy on those hats. You can also find those African traditional wear, the kitenges, we call them the kitenges, being sold in this Mara Savannah Market. And you can also buy these items as a gift. It will be a very unique gift, especially if you are someone who are not from these areas. You're coming from abroad, Europe, China, Asia, Australia. Buying a gift, one of those gifts from those Maasai market, and taking it to your loved one back home, it will be really a nice thing. Yeah, so far so good. Before I move to the next place to visit, place number 4. Yeah, like I said, my name is Mike. Yeah, and stick to this channel so that you can be able to get more and more insights about the places to visit, and other vlogs. My channel is diverse, where I offer vlogs about several things which are educative, which are interactive. Yeah, so I was kindly begging, if you just joined this vlog, kindly subscribe, kindly support the channel as we grow. By. So remember, for this channel to go, it needs people like you. So make sure you subscribe, to give a comment, and give a video a like, and also you can share it with your friends. Tell them just subscribe and support a brother, so that I can keep improving, bringing you more and more quality vlogs. So that's my plea. Kindly, you can subscribe there. For those who don't know my name, you're just in, I am Mike, a vlogger from Kenya, East Africa. Yeah, thank you very much. So I'll go to my next place on the list of places which you need to visit in Narok County. Narok County is spectacular, one of a must-visit place when you're in Kenya, and I know majority of you have done that and you have visited this place. So I'll go to place number 4 where you need to visit. Yes, so far so good. We are on point number 4. Remember, at the beginning of this vlog, I told you should stick by, you should watch this video to the end, so that I can highlight. The last place I highlight in this video is a spectacular place. It's a place which is on it's a place which is how can I describe it? It's a place where if you are an international tourist, it's a place which you must visit before wherever you are in Kenya. It has been visited by many people, and the place is just spectacular. So make sure you watch this video to the end so that I highlight about that place. So a place number 4 which you need to visit when you are in Kenya, especially in Narok County, is a place called Mount Suswa Conservancy. Yeah, this is a conservancy where wild animals are reared, as far by the name conservers. It comes with the name conservation, and it is a breathtaking place. It's a mountain with spectacular view where you interact with nature, and you are far away from the hustling and bustling of the city. It's a quiet place, and a place for camping, a place for picnic. Remember, there are people, if you're a traveler, and there are people who like outdoor traveling, where you go out for a picnic, you set a camp with your loved one, you discuss about one or two things as you unwind. There are people who like this type of lifestyle. Maybe you have your 4x4 Land Cruiser there, or your vehicle there, and you have carried your item, your camping tent. So this place should be on your bucket list. So remember, Mount Suswa Conservancy. It's Mount Suswa itself. It has something which it has a double crater with an inner crater. It has a double crater. A crater is like a depression, and it is also it has a crater inside it, as you are seeing from the pictorial illustration. And you can see from the top there how the views are amazing. You can basically see the Rift Valley and a big part of the Narok County. As I said, Narok County is vast. It has a lot of landscapes, which is some of them which are very arable, which are very fertile, and the views there are just spectacular. So Mount Suswa is one of them. It's a very lovely place for hiking, as I said, for hiking and doing picnics and outdoor activities when you are running away from the city life and etc. So its views are spectacular and just jaw-dropping. So this is one of the places, and it's not very far away from Nairobi city, and not very far away from Nakuru. So it's as a place which is very accessible, and it's a nice place where you can go and unwind. And this place is not only found in Narok County, not in any other county. That's where you can find Mount Suswa. And from my understanding, just not very far away from Mount Suswa, there is a small town, a small shopping center called Suswa, where you can find a lot of Maasai. Yeah, there are a lot of Maasai and Maasai cultures. It's a rampart in that place. A shopping center where you can find shops, a lot of barbecues. That is, you can find roast pork, roast beef, mutton, wherever. So it's a nice place where you can go for refreshments and or items, 1 or 2 items which you might need for your hike. So, and remember, on this center called Suswa, there is a train station, modern train station, SGR, the standard gauge railway that was built. It has a railway station, so you can just go and hike along this Mount Suswa. After hiking, you can just go and book your train, and you are taken to Nairobi or to Mombasa, the coastal city of Kenya. So it's a place which should be on your bucket list. Yeah, and that was Mount Suswa Conservancy. Place number 5, ladies and gentlemen, the place is called the Mara Triangle. The Mara Triangle. It's located in the southwestern part of the Maasai Mara National Reserve. The Mara Triangle, from the name Mara, is located on the southwestern part of the Maasai Mara National Reserve. This place is managed by a non-profit organization, the Mara Conservancy, on one of the sub-county that is called Trans-Mara. in Kenya there are counties and there are sub-counties. So sub-counties, another name for sub-counties is another names for sub-counties is constituencies. So this conservative is based in Trans-Mara constituency, which or Trans-Mara sub-county. It's managed by a non-profit organization, and it's divided from the rest of the Maasai Mara on the Mara River. There is a Mara River. There is a Mara River that passes across this Mara Triangle, which has its own wonders, as I highlight towards when I'll be highlighting the place number 5, which you need to visit. The Mara River on this Mara Triangle is a spectacular place with several wonders along this place. So this place is divided from the rest of the Maasai Mara state by the Mara River, and this is where the herd of wildebeest enters and leaves the Maasai Mara National Park. So this Mara Triangle is towards the southern part of Narok County along the border. It borders the Kenya and Uganda, the Serengeti National Park. So that's why it's spectacular, because wild animals can move freely from Tanzania, the Serengeti National Park, to Kenya. That wildlife migration is one of the aspects that makes this place, the Mara Triangle, one of a unique place where international tourists and even local tourists like to visit. So, and it's good when you visit these conservatives, because they are, majority of them, they have several charity organizations where they help the locals to find something to put on the table. Yes, so, and that was the Mara Triangle for you guys. So without further ado, I go to point another place where you need to visit is the Narok town itself. Yeah, you are in Narok County, and there's the Narok town itself. It's good when you visit this place, you go to the town of that particular county. And Narok town is a town west of Nairobi, and it's along the Great Rift Valley. Remember the Great Valley, for those who know geography, it starts away from Israel and it goes down to Mozambique. It cuts across several countries in Africa: Eritrea, Egypt, Ethiopia, Kenya, Tanzania, Mozambique or Malawi, and then it terminates to Mozambique. So Narok is a town that's found in the Great Rift Valley in Kenya, and it is a town that stands as the major center of commerce and business in Narok County. So in this place, when you are doing your traveling in Narok County, it's a transit town where you can find basically whatever you need. There are nice hotels, there are nice accommodation there, banks are in plenty, driving businesses there. Even I passed there recently, there is a mall. So it's a place which you need to visit. There is a nightlife, there is all sorts of things you can find in an urban setting. So, and you cannot just say you're visiting Narok County without visiting Narok Town. So it's the heartbeat of Narok County. Maybe if you have visited these other places, you can come to Narok County to refuel, to buy your items which you'll be using along the way. Maybe the others who, when you go and visit these places, the Mara Triangle, those cruise shops, wherever, maybe you'll be accommodated in Narok Town, because there are plenty of world-class accommodation or guest houses in Narok Town itself. And if you like seeing things for yourself, you might try to take a walk in the streets of the town itself and see for yourself how resilient people are, how hardworking people are, the good things about the town, and also the bad thing about the town. And you can also, in your own thoughts, you can recommend, you can say, this town, this and that needs to be done. So it's good when you are, if you are an outdoor traveler, it's also good to travel in these urban centers so that you can you are able to understand the economic aspect of that county, or that's why the economic aspect of that county, and also in this urban centers where you find plenty of people, so you can experience their warm reception, their cultures, and etc. etc. So Narok Town itself is one place where you need to visit, do some shopping, support the local hustle, interact with the people, experience the ambient and the hospitality of Kenyan people, the Maasai people, and whatever. But Narok County is not just basically inhabited by the Maasai people. It's a cosmopolitan urban center. There are people from different parts of Kenya or different nationality doing business there and investing. And from what I know, business in that town is thriving. Business there is thriving. People are making a kill, which is a good thing, to know, especially me as a Kenyan. Yes. So, without further ado, I'll go to the final place which I'm telling you. Hey, let me try. Let me do a little bit of clapping, because this final place is basically, it's famous. It's more famous than the name Narok County itself, especially for those people who are not from Kenya, or you are from Europe, Americas, South and North America, Canada, China, or Asia, or Australia. This place, the final place on my list, is a place which is more famous. Its name is more famous than the county itself. Yeah, and the place in 1, 2, 3. Oh, no, I'm not counting that out. I'll start by saying 5, 2, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The place number 6 on my list is called Maasai Mara. The Maasai Mara, or basically it's known as the Mara. This is called the Maasai Mara. Is one of a place. Is one of a unique place which is in the bucket list of many people from across the world, no matter where you come from. Yeah, and it's a place. It's a Mara Savannah. It's a place with a vast land where you can find all types of wild animals. And the place, being a savanna, the place is flat, so that it enhances your views, and the tropical climate there and the savanna makes that place to look even more majestic. So you can just, when you are driving inside the park, you are able to see all types of animals, from giraffes, elephants, the big five. The atmosphere is very ambient. The views are breathtaking. You just have, when you're in the Maasai Mara, you feel you are outside of this. You are just in another world. So I'll say, so this is what is a popular safari destination. Maasai Mara is a popular safari destination. Is, apart from the name Kenya or Narok County, Maasai Mara is one of the places which makes Kenya to be popular. So it is the largest game reserve in Narok County, and it's managed by it was used to be managed by Kenya Wildlife Service, but understand nowadays it's managed by the Narok County, so that it can give back to the community, the Maasai people, who this place finds itself to be surrounded by the Maasai people. So it's the largest game reserve in Narok County. It is neighbored by the Serengeti to Tanzania, as I was saying. It's between the border of Kenya and Tanzania. There is the Serengeti National Park, another popular tour destination in Tanzania, bordering Kenya. And in Kenya it's called Maasai Mara, and in Tanzania it's called Serengeti National Park. Its name originates from the Maasai people. That's why it's called Maasai Mara. And the people who surround this area, long time ago, people who used to live with these wild animals, they are the Maasai people. That's why, as you grow, if you're a Kenyan, you're growing by, you used to hear that the Maasai people, a small boy, a teenager, for his masculinity to be tested, he had to kill a lion. And I don't know if it was true, but that's what I used to hear long time ago for you to be a man, you had to kill a lion. But I no longer, to my understanding, that practice is no longer in use, because human beings and nature, especially wildlife, we should live in harmony. We should live in harmony. There's no need of killing a lion, and neither a lion should not be left to kill people. So human beings and nature, we should live harmoniously. We should coexist as a society. So the name Maasai Mara originates from the Maasai people, and the one spectacular thing about this place is the Great Migration. It just happened this month, last week, even today is date 1. Well, I'm making this 1st August, and along July every year, depending on the weather, that's when there's this migration. It's one of the wonders of the world. I don't know if it's the 8th wonder or the 7th wonder. It's one of the wonders of this world. Thus, wilderness migration from Serengeti to Maasai Mara, or from Maasai Mara to the Serengeti National Park, especially in the Mara River. A crocodile-infested river, where you find crocodiles waiting there patiently for this wildebeest to cross so that they can attack and have a meal for themselves. So this is the place where you will find many tourists daring to view this wonder of the universe. So it's called Greater Migration, the wildebeest migration, where wildebeest migrate from Tanzania to Kenya and vice versa. So this is one of the things where many people, and it doesn't become that cheap, especially if you're an international tourist. You pay dearly, but yeah, it's good to create memories. Not that expensive, it's affordable compared to many locals here. Kenyans, they say, oh, that gate entrance is expensive, especially tickets for foreigners. But I cannot say it's cheap or expensive, because maybe it's cheap for me, it's expensive to another person, or expensive for me, it's cheap to another person. So, but the common thing about this place is spectacular, and people queue. People come from all over the world to just get an entrance of this Maasai Mara and experience the whatever the National Reserve has to offer. And for the people who have been there, the experience has never been the same. They carry along memories which will go a lifetime. And many of them will say, I'll be back. There are people who have been there several times. So as Kenyans, we are very happy about this natural setting that God put us, and the Maasai Mara itself. It has really placed Kenya on the world map. The Maasai Mara National Conservancy, which is basically found in Narok County. Of all these places I've highlighted, Maasai Mara is famous. It just dwarfs all these other places, and they are nice places to visit. That's what I was telling you. But the Maasai Mara just dwarfs these places. Maybe if next time you visit, after visiting Maasai Mara, you can spare your time and visit these other places I've highlighted, the shopping center, so that you can have an experience for yourself. And when you go back to from wherever your place is, you'll have experience and say, I existed the whole Narok County. I visited this and that place. Yeah. So, and there are also before I conclude the video, there are also other nice places where you can visit. Remember, visiting is not something which is cast on stone. If you're a traveler and if you are visiting this place, there's a lot you can learn as you go by. And along the way or around whatever you're visiting there, you'll find many things which are catching, which might attract your interest. So you will not, don't mind sparing any time and visiting those areas. There are people who are fascinated by visiting a local shopping center. There are people who like interacting with the people. And there are people who also like doing adventures, experiencing place for themselves. Wheatland, there's a lot of wheat which is planted in Narok County, maize plantations, And also one thing before I forget, they also Maasai Manyatas. The Maasai Manyatas is one. Maasai Manyatas here I'll illustrate in the pictorial illustration. The Maasai Manyata is like a compound which is muddy thatched house, which is mostly made by women. Where you find the Maasai people rear their family. So it's a tradition that has been kept there for many years. So a Manyata is a compound where you find the Maasai is a compound which has its own leader, people having their own setups. You'll find children there, husbands, and the Maasai people are polygamous. That is, you can marry as many wives as you want. So you can find a person with several homesteads in a Manyata. And I understand they like living in a Manyata since time immemorial because it provided safety. And since this area before, maybe the wild animals were put in a gazetted place in the Maasai Mara. Long time ago, I understand these people, Maasai people the animals were roaming everywhere in Kenya. Animals, you can just go by, you meet with a cheetah, you meet with a lion, you meet with a python. So that's why these Maasai people like to live in a Manyata. That's why they can. There's a sense of safety in numbers, so that they can protect each other from wildlife attacks, from attacks from other communities, and also they can. The Manyata, as you can see, they build house round the area, and in the middle that's where they used to keep their animals. Remember, the Maasai people are nomadic pastoralists. They like rearing animals. And as you study, you'll know the Maasai say they are custodians of cattle. Yeah, God created the Maasai to keep custody of cattle. So, and there's a funny belief that whoever, nobody else is allowed to keep cattle apart from the Maasai. So, if you have a cow, you can just go and take it to the Maasai. They believe they are the de facto custodians of all cows and cattle in the world. So, and in a Manyata, as I was explaining, they build mud houses, and in the middle of that Manyata, that's where they used to keep their cows and goats and wherever. So wherever, if there is an attack, so that everybody can come from the house and eliminate that animal before it endangers their animals. So, and also Manyata is a place which you need to visit, arrange, and you'll be taken to one. There are several places there where you can go to a Manyata and see for yourself. I understand there are even other people, civilized people, go to big cities, towns, even abroad, but and they stay true to their cultures and their heritage. You find a man can come from USA or Nairobi or wherever, and he spends some time in a Manyata. He has a small house. He goes there and spends time there before going back to his place of work. So by doing that, it keeps these people rooted to their cultures and their heritage. So Manyata is also one place which you need to visit. Yeah, so as I'm concluding this video, I was saying, when you're traveling in these areas, you will find a lot of things which are fascinating, and not only the related places, but you need to experience, you need to have an open mind, and you need to see things for yourself. So there are other several places, other shopping center, and other things or other things you might find interesting in the entire Narok County. So it's a place which you need to plan and visit. Yeah, so I'll continue doing this series. I've built places where you need to travel in Kenya. This was Narok County, one of the counties in Kenya, and in the next vlog about places which in Kenya, I'll do another county. As I said, remember to subscribe, remember to support the channel, and also remember to give a comment. I'll appreciate, and you'll help this channel grow, and be very happy. So stick to this channel, as in between these vlogs about places to visit, I mix other vlogs about different things that may be happening in my spheres, and also things to lifestyle and travel and wherever. So subscribe, like and share. Thank you very much for watching this video to the end. Thank you for your support, and keep coming back and watching my video. Take care and be blessed. Bye.